Jersey, but all of this moisture, this is heading our direction, so we're in for a cloudy, breezy, and wet stretch. Temperatures are in the 50s, 53 in White Plains, 55 in Morristown, and down to 50 in Montgomery, Rock Hill, 42. And we hold on to similar temperatures basically all day, so these numbers really don't budge, only topping out in the low to mid 50s throughout the afternoon hours. And once again, when it comes to rain timing, we'll see most of the rain late this morning throughout this afternoon. Rain turns heavy tonight through tomorrow. There's even an AccuWeather alert. I'll give you a closer look at the timing hour by hour coming up. Heather?
All right, Brittany. Ship yesterday after getting permission from the Mexican.
Who was detained by ICE agents in March.
Worker still inside. It's happened yesterday in Bath Beach. The MTA says 32-year-old Jose Santiago was wearing MTA gear when he snuck past security and got behind.
And our Navy and our Coast Guard here at Pier 86. There also will be a free screening of Top Gun on the flight deck and an annual Memorial Day celebration at the end of the week. So it's a lot of fun for people who want to learn about our Navy and our Coast Guard and all things maritime. Again, it is a little bit rainy out here, but it should be a fun celebration for those. And again, the parade of ships is what kicks it all off later this morning. Live on the west side, Lindsay Tuckman, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
Oh, so that's why we have the rain coming.
Yeah, I guess.
Makes sense.
Backdrop behind Lindsay is just iconic.
You're never more than 7 minutes away from weather and traffic. Let's get to Brittany Bell and the AccuWeather forecast.
Yeah, that background is pretty epic. So if you want to check out Fleet Week, at least today, the earlier the better, because rain chances increase late this morning throughout this afternoon. Right now at the bus stop, there's drizzle around, temperatures in the 50s, so a damp feel. And later today, high temperatures only topping out in the 50s, more the same all across the tri-state, so much cooler compared to yesterday. And these numbers are well below average for this time of the year. Our usual high is near 72. Brookhaven 57, Smithtown 57 as well, and Montauk 58. Good air quality, at least with the rainfall. Pollen levels are low today and UV index of 1. Tomorrow, an AccuWeather alert because some of the rain could be heavy, even cooler. Temperatures near 53. We get back up to 60 on Friday. Heather?
Brittany, we are looking at Brooklyn once again on the Gowanus Expressway as you go inbound. This is right at 38th Street. It is an accident.
Ship yesterday after getting permission from the Mexican.
Who was detained by ICE agents in March.
Worker still inside. It's happened yesterday in Bath Beach. The MTA says 32-year-old Jose Santiago was wearing MTA gear when he snuck past security and got behind.
And our Navy and our Coast Guard here at Pier 86. There also will be a free screening of Top Gun on the flight deck and an annual Memorial Day celebration at the end of the week. So it's a lot of fun for people who want to learn about our Navy and our Coast Guard and all things maritime. Again, it is a little bit rainy out here, but it should be a fun celebration for those. And again, the parade of ships is what kicks it all off later this morning. Live on the west side, Lindsay Tuckman, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
Oh, so that's why we have the rain coming.
Yeah, I guess.
Makes sense.
Backdrop behind Lindsay is just iconic.
You're never more than 7 minutes away from weather and traffic. Let's get to Brittany Bell and the AccuWeather forecast.
Yeah, that background is pretty epic. So if you want to check out Fleet Week, at least today, the earlier the better, because rain chances increase late this morning throughout this afternoon. Right now at the bus stop, there's drizzle around, temperatures in the 50s, so a damp feel. And later today, high temperatures only topping out in the 50s, more the same all across the tri-state, so much cooler compared to yesterday. And these numbers are well below average for this time of the year. Our usual high is near 72. Brookhaven 57, Smithtown 57 as well, and Montauk 58. Good air quality, at least with the rainfall. Pollen levels are low today and UV index of 1. Tomorrow, an AccuWeather alert because some of the rain could be heavy, even cooler. Temperatures near 53. We get back up to 60 on Friday. Heather?
Brittany, we are looking at Brooklyn once again on the Gowanus Expressway as you go inbound. This is right at 38th Street. It is an accident.
Because, yeah, the weather today and tomorrow just gloomy, breezy, and cooler even right now. You can tell that there's a damp feel outside with just misty conditions in the city, patchy drizzle, and we'll see heavier rain later today. Temperatures in the city, 56, light winds near 2 miles per hour. Most of us are in the 50s, near 60 in Newark, 55 in Morristown, and 53 in Islip. Winds are onshore out of the east, pushing in additional moisture ranging from 2 to 13 miles per hour. So not super breezy currently, but winds will get stronger. So on top of the rainfall and cloud cover, get ready for a cool breeze. Skies are mostly cloudy. Even though radar isn't showing a lot of rainfall, it is wet in some spots because we are starting out with some drizzle and mist across the area, and radar has a hard time seeing those very small particles. But it is seeing areas of light rain pushing into southern Warren County and western Hunterdon County. There is more on the way, all due to this larger batch of moisture ahead of the storm system that will continue to get closer. That's going to be our main weather maker over the next few days. So watch what happens when it comes to the timing. We'll see more rain forming late this morning, especially around lunchtime. And then throughout this afternoon, periods of rain and drizzle, maybe some breaks here and there. Then tonight, as an area of low pressure gets stronger offshore nor'easter, that's going to crank up pockets of heavier rainfall. And this round tonight into tomorrow could lead to localized flooding and ponding, even some travel issues. So there's an AccuWeather alert tonight through Thursday. After sunset, the bulk of this rain starts to shift north and east of the city, so things should improve in the city after sunset on Thursday, and Friday morning mostly cloudy. We'll still keep a chance for a few showers on Friday, but it's not going to be as wet, and rain chances will continue to go down throughout the weekend. Rainfall totals could range between a half an inch to an inch north and west of the city, but the city near the coast and Long Island could see 1 to 2 inches, maybe even some isolated heavier amounts. So looking at the bigger picture, this area of low pressure offshore and off to the west continues to move to the northeast on Friday, but will still be a northwest flow, squeezing out just a few showers, not a washout. More the same on Saturday, just a spot shower. It's not going to rain all day Saturday, not a lot of rain around. Mainly dry on Sunday with a mixture of clouds and sunshine. Looking ahead to Memorial Day, mostly a mixture of sunshine and clouds, and maybe some rain late Monday into early Tuesday, but most of Monday should be dry. Today, 57, breezy and quite cool with rain and drizzle, especially midday throughout this afternoon. An AccuWeather alert tonight through tomorrow for pockets of heavier rainfall, northeast winds ranging from 12 to 25 miles per hour. Rain chances do start to go down Friday and Saturday, mainly dry Sunday and Monday. Temperature.
We have an accident in Brooklyn on the Gowanus, plus we just have that construction. Construction.
That construction. Be ready.
Always construction.
Okay, so we said it. We said Fleet Week, and usually Fleet Week coincides with the unofficial start of summer. And so there's a lot riding on this week.
No pressure.
Go ahead, Brittany.
Pressure whatsoever.
Sorry, I'm trying to think of a nice way to spin this, but it's going to feel more like March.
Ew.
Today, I know. Yeah,
Wow.
today.
You should have prepared me for that.
Cozy day.
Yeah, cozy.
A cozy
yes,
day.
A cozy feel.
It's just not working. Nice try.
It's not. But yeah, it's cloudy, already wet as soon as you step outside. Temperatures, but it's very misty, and there's also drizzle, so it's starting out damp in some spots. Also, radar picking up on light rainfall near Kingwood. More of the same popping up near Middlesex, and more of the same for Somerset County. Winds are out of the east, ranging from 3 to 13 miles per hour, but winds will get stronger, so it's going to be breezy too. Winds ranging from 12 to 25 miles per hour. On top of that, temperatures hold steady, well below average, only reaching the low to mid 50s. And when it comes to rain timing, we'll see most of the rainfall late this morning, throughout this afternoon and this evening. There's even an AccuWeather alert tonight through early tomorrow. More details about that coming up. Heather?
Ew. Come to the Intrepid at some point this week and take part in other Fleet Week activities, whether it be immersive experiences. One thing that I know a lot of people will probably be excited for is there will be a screening of Top Gun. Who doesn't love Top Gun? And then, of course, between all of those experiences that you can have to learn about the maritime activities here in the U.S., it also will be complete with the Memorial Day celebrations, which will also happen here at the Intrepid. That's the end of Fleet Week, which will have celebrations honoring service members as well. For now, we're live on the west side. Lindsay Tuckman, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
I love that. We're going to honor service members with a celebration, and hopefully, as a city, we celebrate the Knicks as well. Have 2 celebrations happening in the city, right? Because the Knicks are just 4 wins.
Some trash on Twitter yesterday or something, right? Okay, and I'm wearing orange, or at least a shade of orange today, so hoping for good luck. Now, when it comes to the weather, it's cloudy this morning, also misty, and we have more rain on the way, especially late this morning throughout this afternoon. So at the bus stop, a wet start. The kids will need the umbrella. Temperatures holding steady in the 50s, only around 55 later today. So highs well below average in the 50s all across the tri-state. A closer look at temperatures in New Jersey, 56 in Jackson, Stafford 57, and Middletown a high of 57 as well. So not great weather for Fleet Week, especially today. Now, when it comes to heading out today, the earlier the better, because rainfall increases late this morning throughout this afternoon. Now, tomorrow there's an AccuWeather alert for heavier rain and cooler temperatures. 53. We get back up to 60 on Friday, and rain chances do start to taper off Friday into Saturday. Of your full 7-day forecast coming up. Heather?
We do have relief here on the Gowanus as you go onto the inbound side right at 38th Street. We had an accident. The accident has been cleared, but you can still see the sea of brake lights as you head up the Gowanus Expressway. George Washington Bridge inbound looking good. Looks like that lower level has been reopened. The outbound side, a completely different story. This is because they are clearing away that outbound construction. So very heavy delays coming off the Cross Bronx Expressway as a result. Mass transit is running on or close to schedule as far as New Jersey Transit Long Island.
Let's get a check of our AccuWeather forecast, see what we have in store as we kick off Fleet Week. But I don't know. It's not quite like it's been the last few days.
A big change. It's not sunny anymore. Yeah. Temperatures are much cooler in the 50s. It's wet. What else? Also breezy. So a fantastic day outside, right? Temperatures in the 50s. It's 54 in Central Park. Southeast winds near 5 miles per hour. Winds near 5 miles per hour. Most of these numbers are in the 50s. Winds near 5 miles per hour. Most of these numbers are in the 50s. Winds near 5 miles per hour. Most of these numbers are in the 50s. 53 in Islip, 53 as well in Bridgeport, and good morning in Morristown, 55 for you. Winds are onshore out of the east ranging from 2 to 12 miles per hour, so not too breezy currently, but wind speeds will pick up. Get ready for winds up to 12 to 25, maybe even gusting up to 30 to 35 miles per hour late tonight through tomorrow. It's misty, a damp feel, also looking at a few sprinkles and drizzle near Hackettstown, Middletown, Neptune, all the way towards Toms River, and there's additional moisture heading our direction. This larger batch of rainfall all ahead of a warm front in an area of low pressure. So both of these systems will continue to slowly get closer, and that's going to be our main weather maker over the next few days. So when it comes to the timing, we'll see more so widespread and steady rainfall by midday, lasting throughout this afternoon. So periods of rain and drizzle. So even though it's not too wet outside right now, you will need the umbrella at some time today. And then watch what happens tonight into early tomorrow. Rain gets heavier, all thanks to a nor'easter that really starts to crank up overnight, bringing us downpours. So we could deal with ponding, also localized flooding, even low visibility for portions of your Thursday morning and potentially Thursday evening commute. After sunset, things do start to slowly improve. The heaviest rainfall will begin to move north and east of the city, so it's not going to be as widespread Thursday evening into early Friday. So Friday, we'll keep a chance for just a few showers, but it's not going to be a washout, and rain chances will continue to go down throughout the weekend. Rainfall totals through Friday could range between 1/2 inch to 1 inch, and for the coast, the city, Long Island, 1 to 2 inches possible with some isolated heavier amounts. So today down to 57, breezy and cool with rain and drizzle, especially midday throughout the afternoon. Tonight down to 49, windy and just rainy, ponding on roads, winds gusting up to 35 miles per hour. Also an AccuWeather alert. That AccuWeather alert continues through tomorrow. 53, breezy and cooler, northeast winds gusting up to 35 miles per hour. For the rest of the 7-day forecast, just a few showers on Friday, 60, 63 on Saturday with a spot shower.
Were reported across 4 states. Louisiana to Illinois, more than 180 severe weather events were reported just yesterday. And look at this. These storms coming just a day after severe.
Huntsville, Alabama yesterday. So this is a piece of the same system that's bringing us rainfall. We're not going to see severe weather, but some of the rain could be heavy late tonight through tomorrow. So there's an AccuWeather alert. This morning, just misty, cloudy, a damp feel with temperatures in the 50s. So the kids will need the umbrella at the bus stop, and even later today, temperatures really not moving much, holding steady in the low to mid 50s. These numbers are well below average for this time of the year. Usually we're in the lower 70s. So Beekman 52, also Ramapo 54, and Olive down to 51. Thompson, you could struggle to get out of the upper 40s. Air quality is good, low pollen levels, UV index of 1, and tomorrow the AccuWeather alert even cooler. We dropped down to 53, but at least Friday a chance for a few showers. It's not going to be as wet. We'll see more breaks in the rainfall with high temperatures returning back into the lower 60s. Heather?
Going to the Cross Bronx Expressway on the westbound side, not causing a big delay, but we do have a disabled tractor trailer, and it's off on the side of the roadway. You can see it.
You're down in the basement of the home, and I'm happy to hear that you're okay.
Rhiannon Alley, ABC News.
A call to an underage fan who fell 20 feet onto the field during a Pittsburgh Pirates game. 20-year-old Kevin Markwood was critically hurt after this fall last month. A criminal complaint shows he drank 2 beers inside of the stadium. A preliminary hearing.
Changes on the way.
All right, changes in our forecast from yesterday to today for sure.
Oh, big changes, but cozy changes.
Yeah.
That's how we're
use that word today.
defining
Cozy.
today.
Wow.
Charlene is not here for it. Tara.
It's just sad.
Yeah,
you know?
that's where we are.
we wanna get outside.
Try to give it a positive spin. So
Okay.
cloudy, breezy, cooler, more the same tomorrow. This is what's waiting per hour. Temperatures are mainly in the 50s all across the map. 53 in Bridgeport, 54 as well in Poughkeepsie, and 55 in Belmar, down to 42 in Liberty. Winds are out of the east, ranging from 2 to 12 miles per hour. But we'll pick up a stronger breeze later today, ranging from 12 to 25. So breezy on top of cooler temperatures and some rain pushing in. So waking up to mostly cloudy skies, patchy drizzle. Radar now showing some light rain and sprinkles near Blairstown, Mount Olive, Bernards, Edison. That's moving closer towards Staten Island. Also a few sprinkles pushing offshore from Toms River, but more rain approaching western Monmouth and Ocean County. This is a piece of a larger storm system that's been bringing severe weather to portions of the southeast, and now just widespread rainfall stretching from the Great Lakes all the way towards North and South Carolina. That's all moving our direction, bringing us a round of active weather today, tomorrow, potentially lasting through at least the first half of this weekend. So when it comes to the timing, we'll see more widespread rainfall, steadier activity late this morning through this afternoon. Periods of rain continue through this evening, and watch what happens tonight as the nor'easter offshore gets stronger. Heavier rain starts to form, and that could impact your commute Thursday morning, even Thursday evening, with downpours, low visibility, ponding, even the chance for localized flooding. Things could start to improve after sunset with widespread rainfall shifting north and east of the city, more breaks and dry pockets mixing in Thursday evening, and that will continue through Friday. So Friday, just a chance for a few showers. It's not going to be a washout. But today and tomorrow really wet, and rainfall totals through the end of this week could range between a half an inch to an inch and potentially up to 1 inch to 2 inches near the coast, the city, and Long Island. Some isolated heavier amounts are also possible, and that's triggering that AccuWeather alerts late tonight into Thursday. Today, a high of only 57 degrees. Keep in mind our average temperatures usually in the lower 70s. Winds out of the east ranging from 12 to 25 miles per hour. An AccuWeather alert late tonight. Temperatures in the upper 40s. Ponding on roads possible, and tomorrow even cooler, breezy, wet. 53. Just periods of rain and drizzle. Winds gusting up to 35 miles per hour. Now, as we head into this weekend, on Friday, temperatures near 60. Just a few showers and a spot shower possible on Saturday.
Right, to meteorologist Brittany Bell, who's tracking showers today and an AccuWeather alert tomorrow.
Yes, I wish I had a better forecast, but this is the plan over the next few days. Mostly cloudy, cool, and breezy, feeling more like March with multiple rounds of rain. Today, temperatures in the 50s, 57, well below average for this time of the year. And look at tomorrow, even cooler with heavier rain coming down. So there's an AccuWeather alert tonight through tomorrow. Friday, things slowly start to improve. It's not going to be a washout, just a chance for a few showers. And the good news is rain chances will continue to taper off throughout the weekend. This is the latest on radar, just scattered showers all across the area, even some isolated downpours across Orange and Sullivan County, and seeing some heavier pockets of rain too in Ocean County. The setup showing 2 areas of low pressure that will continue to get closer, and just a surge of moisture ahead of that storm system. And winds are getting stronger too, making it feel even more uncomfortable outside. Winds are gusting out of the east, ranging from 17 to 24 miles per hour. And winds could get even stronger tonight through tomorrow. Temperatures holding steady in the 50s. These numbers haven't changed much today because it's so cloudy and so wet. 51 in White Plains, Islip 55 for you, and 52 degrees in Central Park. When it comes to the rain timing, periods of rain continue throughout this afternoon. Now, there's a chance we could see a brief lull in the rainfall this evening, but watch what happens late tonight through early tomorrow morning. Rain gets more widespread and heavier, and that can impact your Thursday morning commute, even potentially your Thursday evening commute with downpours and ponding. I'll give you a better idea of the timing for the rest of the weekend coming up. David?
All right, thank you, Brittany. The Associated Press is reporting
but we are getting some heavy rainfall, especially tonight through tomorrow. So it's already gloomy and wet, and we'll see even more rain over the next day or so. Right now, cloudy and just misty. Also, southeast winds near 5 miles per hour. We hit our high of 59 just after midnight, and that's still even well below our average temperature of 73. These numbers are more so typical for March. The record 93 set in 1996, sunset at 8:12. And rainfall for the month in Central Park running close to 2 inches above normal. We're going to add to those totals today through tomorrow, even lasting into Friday. So on average, we could see 1 to 2 inches of rainfall, maybe even some isolated heavier amounts, especially for Connecticut and Long Island. Temperatures in the 50s overall. It's 51 in White Plains. Liberty, you're still stuck in the upper 40s and 56 degrees in Montauk. And on top of that, it's breezy, making it feel even more uncomfortable. Winds are onshore out of the east, gusting up to 17 to 21 miles per hour. Winds will even crank up even stronger tonight through tomorrow, gusting up to 30 to 40 miles per hour, especially along the coast. That could also give us some minor coastal flooding issues. But currently, a lot of rain moving. It's making its way east across the tri-state as expected. We started out with a lull this morning, but now rain is picking up with a downpour near Thompson and Middletown, also just north of Monroe. And seeing a dry pocket on top of the city, Brooklyn and Queens, but showers moving across Staten Island and the Bronx. Lower Westchester, you have rainfall and wet for Bergen and Passaic County. For the rest of New Jersey, steady or light to moderate rain spanning from Hunterdon, also Somerset County down towards Ocean and Monmouth County, with heavier pockets of rainfall near Toms River and Stafford. This is the culprit for this active and wet weather. These two areas of low pressure, part of that same system that brought severe weather to portions of the southeast and the Midwest over the past few days, now bringing us just gloomy, wet and breezy conditions. When it comes to our rain timing this afternoon, we'll continue to deal with periods of rainfall. Now, there's a chance for a break or a lull in the activity after sunset, but then watch what happens tonight through early tomorrow morning. As a nor'easter ramps up offshore, it's going to send in extra moisture. As a result, rain gets heavy, and that means we could deal with some downpours, localized flooding, even ponding for portions of your commute Thursday morning and even Thursday afternoon and Thursday evening. But after sunset Thursday, rainfall starts to taper off from south to north, so things improve Thursday evening. And watch what happens Friday morning. Still mostly cloudy, but not as wet. Just a chance for a stray shower. That continues throughout the rest of Friday. A few spot showers mainly north and west of the city, but it's not going to be a washout. So no, it's not a top 10 day, but at least better compared to the weather today and tomorrow. So temperatures throughout this afternoon holding steady in the 50s, still breezy tonight, heavier rain. The shower late, but a better chance for a few showers on Tuesday. Temperatures still much better in the upper 60s.
We have a special kickoff to Long Island summer on Saturday. Are we going to get rained on?
Hopefully not.
Will the planes fly, the air show?
That's a good question, because we could deal with a low ceiling and low visibility, so it's going to be a close call.
All right. Work your magic.
I'll try.
Thanks a lot. Well, still to come, the crackdown on off-brand customized weight.
And it's a wet and breezy Wednesday, and it feels more like March instead of May, with temperatures down. 55 in Poughkeepsie. Liberty, you're still stuck in the upper 40s, and 53 in Bridgeport. And winds are picking up now, gusting onshore out of the east, ranging from 17 to 25 miles per hour. Winds turn even stronger tonight through tomorrow, especially along the coast, potentially gusting up to 30 to 40 miles per hour. And that could also lead to minor coastal flooding due to onshore flow. But this is what's going on. Pretty wet, rain picking up as expected after we got off to a pretty dry start this morning. Now more rain spreading closer to the Hudson Valley. A few downpours in Orange and Sullivan County. Rain picking up across the boroughs. Northeast New Jersey, it's wet in Patterson, Cranford, Edison, Nassau County. Rain picking up, and now showers moving towards western sections of Suffolk County. Even a few downpours too, all popping up around Ocean County near Toms River, all the way towards Atlantic City. Now, taking out the camera view, this is the setup. Two areas of low pressure just pushing in a lot of moisture. We also have onshore flow combined with that, and that's why this is a pretty active and wet setup. When it comes to the timing, we'll continue to see periods of rain and drizzle throughout the rest of this afternoon and this evening. But there is a chance this evening we could have a break or a lull in the activity. That's all before rain picks back up again late tonight through tomorrow. So an area of low pressure or nor'easter really starts to crank up overnight through tomorrow morning. As a result, we will have to deal with pockets of heavy rainfall that could cause flooding, ponding, and low visibility for your Thursday morning commute. Widespread showers stick around through Thursday afternoon, so still potentially wet for your Thursday evening commute. And then, like I mentioned earlier, watch what happens after sunset on Thursday. Showers start to taper off from south to north, so not as widespread, but still wet at times. And early Friday looking much better. It's cloudy, but only a chance for an isolated shower. That trend continues through Friday afternoon and Friday evening. A few spotty showers mainly north and west of the city, and only a chance for a spot shower too on Saturday. Today, temperatures holding steady in the 50s throughout the rest of this afternoon. Winds picking up. An AccuWeather alert for heavier rain tonight through tomorrow. Temperatures will be even cooler tomorrow, dipping down to 50, 70 with a mixture of sunshine and clouds.
Okay. I just got to get over the speed bump of rain.
Yes.
We'll be right back.
Could lead to localized flooding and ponding throughout. Still below average, but more sun coming out in 70 on Monday.
Yeah, Monday got the flag going there,
yes.
got the sun going there. Everything worked out for that. Let's get over this edition of Eyewitness News. I'm David Navarro.
I'm Sandra Bookman for Brittany and the entire team.